So guys, if we take a look at DXY for a while, we can say that it has created this sort of like a double bottom there. So for that sake, what happened was prices came up, went down from this strong support level there and just went up. Okay, this tells to me that this was the region where the bulls entered the market. Okay, this was the reason basically where the bulls entered in the market. So right now, for the moment, what's happening is if we take a closer look at the higher time frame, let's talk about like the overall perspective of this chart. Okay, if we take a look at the whole structure, we can say that it's still bullish. Okay, it's still bullish because we are seeing higher lows being formed. Okay, like the major higher lows being found, and we are still trending to the upside. So this is like the order flow which we have. Basically it's like the trend which we have on this chart is bullish. Okay, the trend which we have on this chart is really bullish, but it's sort of corrective in nature. So for that sake, what also happened on this chart is we have support sort of formation over here. Okay, and if we talk about resistance, we can take a look at the previous high, which is this. So this is like the region which we are trading at the moment. So coming on the H4, if you guys remember, we were somewhere over here and I had said that dollar index is going up. So it did went up, but this week, this is basically AIDS, like this is AIDS. Nothing's happening. So it's in this form of consolidation, but we were over here something. I had said that we are going up in the previous webinar. We had discussed about it. But anyway, at the moment what is happening is we are in this range. So let's see like to what side it breaks first of all, and what manipulation happens in this sort of range, we'll just understand. So technically, if we see, this is like a structural level as well for DXY at the moment. So here we have it. If this sort of range breaks, we can expect it to come down till there. Okay, this can be the region it can come till. So this might look something like this, a break of this sort of retest and then a continuation to the downside. I don't have to predict much things, like I don't have to be basically predicting everything what's happening on the chart. I just need to know what is the next move. So that's my ideology behind the chart. But anyway, we also find like a strong level of structure over there. So this was also a structural level, this was also a structural level. So let's see what happens. Also it can do something like this. So at the moment guys, nothing's really happening on this chart. So for that sake, I would like to stay very conservative on it. So DXY also affects Euro USD and they are like correlated. So that's it. That's it with the dollar index for a while. I don't see much happening on it. The price action is really weird. So for that sake, let's take a look at the Euro USD. So guys, if we see Euro USD, if y'all remember in the last session, okay, in the last week, I think it was Wednesday. This was a trade I give. Okay, like I had said that when this sort of formation breaks the downside, we have some structural levels which we can focus at. So this was the level one which we got till. Okay, then we had like a retracement basically, and then we still came down to the next level of take profit. So guys, this was like a massive trade. If you all took this, congratulations, because if we count the pips, it's like 80 pips. So 80 pips on EU is really good. So that's like the level which we are holding for right now. But if we focus on the left, okay, if we focus on the left, there is a lot of consolidation, we can basically say. Like this is the full range of consolidation. So I don't see much happening at these levels for a while. So if we do break this sort of level which we are holding right now, so we have this full range to bounce still. So also, if we can say that this low can also be the target which it can go till. But in middle of this range, we still have some key levels to be um, considered as strong levels. So if this breaks, this sort of formation breaks the downside, we can say that EU has some more basically room to the downside. But at the moment, what is happening is we are too correctively moving to the downside. So that can be seen on EU. But if we look at the daily time frame once again, let's see that do we have any sort of basically do we have any sort of key levels if this bounces from this level, okay? So if we consider the key levels on EU, we can basically say that there is something over here, and also I would like to spot a level over there. So these are the sort of levels which we have on the chart. So basically what I'm trying to say is if we do bounce from this level, okay, if we do bounce from this level, if this support holds, then we still have some more room to the upside, basically to the upside. So if I adjust this, this is like a structural level because this is the structure, and also this level over here which I just marked is the higher low as well. So let's see if we sustain above this level. I expect EU to climb up till there, and also it can do something like this as well. So this is the thing which I'm keeping in my mind on EU, basically, that it still has some more room to the upside if we sustain above this whole like a support region. So that's my anticipation on Euro USD, guys. Like this can happen on EU. So let's see how it behaves. At the moment, this looks like a classic fake out to me, but we need to break and close above this range to call it a buy. At the moment, it's too aggressive to buy because the region which we are sitting at is, if you watch the price action, what you see is wicks everywhere. So this is nothing but just manipulation, okay? Wicks everywhere. Like if you focus over here, this is like momentum based candles, and if you focus at this whole range, it's nothing but just a mess. It's wicks everywhere. So it is nice to stay conservative during these sort of more like price action activities. There is spikes everywhere. So just stay conservative, guys. A clean buy can be a break and a retest of this range to the upside. And if we do want to sell, we can also say that when this sort of level breaks or downside, if we form some like flags and some kind of continuation patterns, we can expect it to come down till there. But anyway, guys, those who of y'all took this trade, this shot from here to there, congratulations. If you guys have any questions, please write down. So moving on to AUD USD. So all right, so this is the thing which we had on the charts. Okay, this is like the analysis which we did in the previous session. I haven't erased anything. What I said is if we break below this sort of like a support level there, retest, and then we still have a room to the downside. So that's what happened. It broke, okay, and then it went to retest that trend line, and that's the reason we are still coming down. And this was like a news today, so it was basically bearish, and as we expected, it just did. So if we see now, there is a structural level there, but um, the pressure which we have on the chart is bearish, of course. So let's see how this holds. If this breaks again, we still have some more room to the downside. So that's the analysis I have on AUD USD. So AUD USD, I'm still looking at sells because it's bearish, of course, but only if I see some clean price action. That's the only way I can sell it. I don't have to guess anything. So anyway, guys, this was also a nice little trade over there. If you see, it's 70 pips there. So that was also good. So AUDUSD, that's it. So honestly speaking, if I talk about the pound, it looks weird, okay, because it's in this whole range for now. Okay, so if we talk about the higher time frames, if we talk about the weekly time frame, we can still say that it's bearish. Okay, if we talk about the higher time frames, we can still say that it's bearish. But at the moment, the level it's sitting at is also crucial because there is a lot of selling pressure happening at this level. We can see it on the chart itself. One thing I would like to have is this trend line on the chart. So coming on the daily time frame there, I can have some levels of support. Okay, I can have some levels of support, one over here and the other can be this sort of a level. So I can say that, yo, if this sort of like a range breaks your downside, we should have some levels to be taken into consideration. One here and the second one is over here. So this can be like a trend line which we have on the chart, and let's see how it behaves with that. So coming on the H4, it's weird. Okay, it's really bad. The price action is not good. So I don't like to trade such kind of like charts where the market is basically doing nothing but just trending. Sorry, not trending, but just ranging. So I would like to stay out of this chart for the while. Anyway, the trade can come into play if we break this range and also to the upside as well. So talking about USD JPY, so on USD JPY, if we see there is like this level of resistance which we got rejected, and now also we are sitting at this level of support for a while. So a clean trade can come into play if this level of structure breaks. Basically, it will be a daily play. So that's the level there, and that can be the trade which we can see at the moment. Speaking on the lower time frames, such as the H4 and the H1, we are approaching a massive key level there, and let's see how it reacts. So this is like a counter trend line which we have as well. So let's see guys like how it behaves with this sort of level, and what do we see over there. If we talk about trades which we would have, is one is this, like this sort of like a trend line when it broke, when it came up and retested this zone as well. So that could be the trade over there. Like, see, this was very clean price action. This would have been the trade which we have gotten on. So this would be the trade basically. Anyway, um, next pair, USD CAD. So guys, if we speak about the higher time frame on this as well, we still have this like um, a level over there on the daily time frame. Basically, there is a resistance over there, and speaking on the H4 time frame, I was over here, guys. When we did the last session, I was over here on USD CAD. I said that when this sort of formation breaks to the upside, we have a lot of room to climb on USD CAD to the upside. So first level was this, and second level was of course that level. So first level got hit, and we are approaching to the second one. So this would be the this is like a wedge sort of formation. If we see on the H1, this is like a wedge we have, and it's correctively moving to the upside. So let's see how it behaves, and when the structure breaks, I will be uh, bearish on USD CAD, but for the intraday time frames and not the higher time frame, because the higher time frame is still bullish. If we speak about the H4, it's still bullish at this moment, but on the full chart, if we talk about, it's still bearish. Okay, so let's see how it behaves with it. I would like to see this happening, like this slowly moving to the upside, and then we get a sell trade over there, and this can be the whole trade which we have, and it can still continue to the downside. So that can be expected on USD CAD for a while. So at the moment we don't see anything, but USD CAD has this weird nature to correctively move, like hardly it does something like explosion, but that's usually on Fridays when we have the CAD news. But every time if you watch USD CAD, it's just ranging, doing nothing else, just ranging. So every pair has their own characteristics. USD CAD likes to range, so it is what it is. Next pair, USD CHF. All right, so on this one, what we have is, so basically, if we speak about USD CHF, it seems that it wants to go down. Okay, it seems that it wants to go down. So at the moment, we had this sort of like a trend line over there. It broke, okay, didn't surpass this higher low over there, okay, and we still rejected that. So for that sake, we just went up, rejected few levels there, and let's see what happens now. So I will be bearish on USD CHF if this sort of like a structural level breaks down till here. So this can be like 40 pips, a gap of 40 pips, and then also a continuation to the downside. If I talk about a nice level, this is like a nice level over there. So this can be expected on USD CHF. Let's see how it behaves, and I would like to see this coming over here, bouncing a little bit to confirm this trend line. And when this trend line breaks, I'll be more confident to sell it because it's corrective, so it should move down. So the next pair is GJ. Pound, as we said, it's really frustrating at the moment. The only reason pound is in like a consolidation for now is just because we had this explosion to the upside. Okay, this was the only reason we are in this consolidation for the while. But speaking based off of like the higher time frames, if we see, we can say that based on the structure, okay, based on the structure over here, we had created this low, we had created this high, basically a higher low and a higher high. So this is where it started from. Also, this was the higher, so this was the low, this was the high, the higher low, higher high, higher low, a higher high. So as I see this, okay, and if I take a look at the retracement, it's just 23.6 level. So I would like to see a retracement at least till 38.2. Okay, this is what I expect on GJ. So in simple language, if we talk, this is the range over there. Okay, I'm expecting it to come down. Okay, but yeah, my idea will be invalidated if it breaks to the upside before it breaks to the downside. So that's what I expect on GJ. So that's it on GJ for a while, and let's see how it behaves. I will be looking at cells if I do find any like a break and retest of this full range over there. So also as we did on GU, we can draw the same trend line on GJ as well. So yeah, also here. So these are the two levels which I will be watching on based off of like the time frame over there. So yep, that's what I expect over here. This is what I expect on GJ. Wait for a minute, guys. So yeah, that's it on GJ. Talking about gold, guys. Talking about gold, we spoke this in the previous sessions that I'm expecting gold to come till there. Okay, as we were in the range, I had spoken about this whole thing and gold going down till this level okay for a continuation to downside. So it did, okay, it did go to the downside. And now what I think on gold, just based off like this price action, so if we talk about the daily time frame, this was broken, okay, this massive level of support was broken, but never was retested based off of like the daily time frame. So for that sake, if I speak about gold, I can say that yo, this is moving up till there for a retest. Okay, that's what I expect from gold. This is moving there for a retest. But yeah, keep one thing in mind that also over here, okay, to the left, we have something which is a structure, okay, basically a lower high over there. So we can also reject short term, come down, and then go up, okay. So that can also be expected on gold. So yeah, watch for gold, how it behaves over there, and if we do find some selling opportunities over here, we can sell back till there as well. A break of the zone, a retest of it can take us till there. So this is how you have to plan your trade, guys. Like, you have to always look at the price action and discover, like, basically go deep into charts and understand what is happening and what can potentially happen, and find out like how you will be able to capitalize on the trade. So like, this is the planning stuff. See, a structural level there, I expect it to come up, drop back down, and then go up, or maybe if it aggressively breaks to the upside, just retest that zone and then goes up, who knows. So that is gold. So speaking about oil, oh my god, you see this? So based off of like the weekly time frame, if we speak about oil, it's in a range, of course. It's in this range. Oil is in this range. Coming on the daily time frame, coming on the daily time frame, there is a lot of consolidation happening over here. Also, what I can do is I can take into consideration of this full uh, a, a, a channel sort of formation there. So coming on the H4, this is like a resistance, a current level of resistance over there. Um, that's what I can see for now. A current level of resistance over there, and also we have this another range over there. Okay, we have this another range over there. So what we can expect from this is, if it breaks down, we can still have the sell trade over there. If this closes, breaks up, this can be like a trade till this level, which we have on the left as well. So yeah, this is one level. This could be the next level where it can go till. Okay, this can be the next level where it can go till, but it's interesting for a while because oil at the moment looks too bearish. Okay, looks too bearish based off of like the higher time frames. And if we speak about this sort of formation on oil, we can say that most likely if this structure gets taken out, we can expect a continuation down till there. Okay, this can be expected on oil. So this could be the trade. But yeah, this trade setup will be invalidated if we do break and close above this range and basically continue up. So next pair is NZD USD. Nothing is happening on this as well. If we speak about the daily, it's still in a range. We can see this like a range sort of formation coming on the H4. Let's see what happens because I don't find anything till now. But yeah, we had a trade, and one of the a guy from the team had messaged me and showed me this opportunity that we have to buy. So he was absolutely right. So he said that, yo, I have this like a sort of a trend line over there, and also this trend line is confluencing with my key levels, which we basically have on the charts. So this was his analysis that most likely we are moving up. So this was his first level, I guess. This was like the first level of take profit which he had, and yeah, and that was the second. So let's see how it behaves. Anyway, it was a nice trade over there as well. Coming on Euro CHF, I don't basically trade Euro CHF, but yeah, this was like a nice trade over there. So anyway, I don't see anything happening over here. So guys, if anyone is interested in sharing their screen, um, we can discuss basically. So, is anyone basically interested in sharing their screen? I will just unmute everyone. Wait a minute. Yep. सो गाइस कोई इंटरेस्टेड है अपना शेयर करने में स्क्रीन? हम लोग डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, हमारे पास थोड़ा टाइम है. या एनीवन? या रोहित? एनीवन? अनिल?
Wait,
मोहसिन? अमित?
I'm in mobile, bro.
हेलो
या एनीवन
सर, मैं तो
इंटरेस्टेड?
मोबाइल यूज कर रहा.
ओके. ओके.
ब्रो, आई एम एट मोबाइल.
या you can try. I'll just close my screen. Okay, just share your screen. Yeah, share your screen. We can have a look at the screen. Anyone interested, guys? Amit, share. आपका शेयर करो स्क्रीन.
एक मिनट.
या
कंट्रोल एस दबाओ.
उधर होगा ऑप्शन ग्रीन कलर में. ये करो, अल्ट एफ करो, अल्ट एफ हो जाएगा.
हुआ?
नहीं हुआ अब तक.
किया मैंने और
ओके, हो नहीं रहा है पर. नहीं दिख रहा. Anyone else? Rohit?
Oh, I'm in mobile, bro. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I will.
Yeah.
हुआ अभी.
हाँ अभी हुआ. या आपने जो जो ट्रेड्स लिए वो बताओ हमें, और वो भी एक्सप्लेन करो कि आपने वो ट्रेड्स क्यों लिए. ठीक है. Everyone else, unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourself. Okay, Amit. आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है मोहित. अमित.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ अभी आ रहा है. हाँ बोलो. राइट. So yeah. George Soros, unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourself. George Soros, for fuck's sake.
अरे एसबीआई में देखो ना, इधर से वो तो सेलिंग था, इधर से ये
All
सब
right.
इधर देख.
Yeah. बोलो.
एक इसको एक्सप्लेन करो इसको ना.
हाँ.
एक मिनट.
Everyone else, unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourself. Who is making that noise? Mohammed, please mute yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So
हाई टाइम फ्रेम
कौन
हो
से
जाएगा.
ट्रेड्स ली थी? नहीं वीकली नहीं, बस एक्सप्लेन कर दो जो ट्रेड्स ली थी ना. एक्सप्लेन पूरा चार्ट मत करो, बस अंदर का टाइम फ्रेम जो है वो बता दो. H4 से. हाँ
ठीक
H1
है
से.
ठीक है.
या.
मैंने एक्चुअली ना, ये देखो ना इधर से
हम्म.
एक सपोर्ट था ना इधर, कुछ ऐसा.
हाँ.
ठीक है.
हम्म.
हाई टाइम फ्रेम में दी मैडम, ऐसा कुछ ना. ये देखो ऐसा सपोर्ट एक.
या.
फिर एक इधर से एक ये ट्रेन लाइट ड्रॉ किया था, मतलब ये अप साइड ऐसा कुछ।
हम्म।
और ये एक ऐसा कुछ बना रहा था, बट ये देखो ना ऐसा कुछ
हाँ,
डाउन, मतलब
उसका
ये
नाम क्या है, उसका
असेंडिंग,
नाम क्या है? हाँ,
असेंडिंग ट्रायंगल, ऐसा असेंडिंग।
ट्रायंगल
हाँ असेंडिंग टाइप का ऐसा
या
कुछ।
फिर चैनल।
नहीं असेंडिंग बोल सकते हैं, तो फ्लैग ऐसा।
राइट राइट राइट।
इसको असेंडिंग ट्रायंगल ऐसा कुछ बोल सकते हैं, असेंडिंग ट्रायंगल था ये।
ट्रायंगल
ये
नहीं दिख रहा मुझे वो।
चैनल फ्लैग।
स्ट्रिंग चैनल।
हाँ
क्योंकि देखो ना ऐसा ऊपर जा रहा है ना प्राइस, तो इसको असेंडिंग बोलेंगे ना।
हाँ, ये असेंडिंग है, हाँ असेंडिंग है। असेंडिंग चैनल बोल सकते हैं।
और ये एक्चुअली ये सब इधर एक
और
सपोर्ट
ये
भी था,
क्या
मतलब एक
फ्लैग?
इधर सॉरी रेजिस्टेंस था इधर, इधर एक।
हम्म।
और एक मतलब ये फ्लैग टाइप बनाता तो हम अप साइड, अगर ऐसा कुछ बनाता तो हम, अगर ऐसा कुछ बनाता तो हम अप साइड जाते, ठीक है।
राइट
अगर
राइट राइट
रेजिस्टेंस के ऊपर बनाता तो हम अप
राइट
के
राइट
लिए जाते थे, बट ये उसके उल्टा बना रहा था,
राइट
तो हम
राइट
डाउन के लिए जाएंगे। तो
राइट
मैं
राइट।
ये जो मेन है ना,
हम्म।
ये जो रेजिस्टेंस था इसका, अगर ये ब्रेक करेगा तो इधर से इधर शॉर्ट आया था, इधर से आया था, सेलिंग आया था।
या राइट राइट राइट। सही था। तो H1 में क्या हुआ? ट्रेड कैसे मतलब पॉसिबल था? ये ट्रेड कैसे था? आपका टेक प्रॉफिट कहाँ पे था? स्टॉप लॉस कहाँ पर था?
ये था मेरा, एक ये भी है, बट पहले फर्स्ट ये था, ये वाला।
टारगेट। ओके।
ये था, हाँ ये टारगेट था।
और एंट्री
इधर से
कहाँ पर थी?
सेलिंग, इधर से इधर इधर इधर।
रिस्क रिवॉर्ड वाला टूल बताओ। एंट्री कहाँ पे
एक
थी और
मिनट,
स्टॉप लॉस कहाँ पे था?
ऐसा कुछ था।
और आपका पेंडिंग ऑर्डर था या फिर मैन्युअल एग्जीक्यूशन था?
पेंडिंग।
पेंडिंग था ना, मतलब वही ना, सेट
हाँ
करके
हाँ
रखा था
हाँ
और
हाँ।
ओके परफेक्ट।
सेट करके रखा
अच्छा
था।
ट्रेड था, अच्छा ट्रेड। और एक बताओ
और
अभी, अपने पास
ये
दो
हाई
मिनट
का था।
2 मिनट और है
एक
अपने पास, ये बंद हो जाएगा। ऑलराइट।
ओएनजीसी पर था।
अच्छा अच्छा बताओ।
बस यही एक ही था, बाकी तो रिलायंस में ना, मतलब प्रॉपर, मतलब मेरा एक्चुअली ना रिलायंस का था ना ये।
हम्म
3 मिनट में मैंने ट्रेड लिया था, मतलब थ्री
ओ
मिनट में देखना ये।
हम्म
बट
हम्म।
इसने स्टॉप लॉस, बट मेरा पहला ये था, ठीक है, टारगेट।
या
ये एक्चुअली ये एक वो बना रहा था ना असेंडिंग ट्रेन, वो बना रहा था इधर से
हाँ,
देखो, छोटा वो बनाया, मतलब इधर,
करेक्शन
क्योंकि
बनाया।
ब्रेक करने के बाद तो थोड़ा करेक्शन हुआ।
राइट।
फिर ये, तो इधर से मेरा इधर इधर सेल था, इधर है ना,
या
इधर
परफेक्ट परफेक्ट,
स्टॉप
अच्छा
लॉस
था।
मेरा ये था, ये इसके ऊपर का स्टॉप लॉस था, और
राइट
टारगेट पहला ये था, दूसरा ये था मेरा।
राइट
तो
राइट।
उसने एक्चुअली बीच में मार्केट अप गया, तो रिलायंस भी ऊपर भाग चला गया, तो स्टॉप लॉस
ओके,
मतलब
ये
फर्स्ट
देखो,
ट्रेड मतलब दे दिया
यहाँ पे
फर्स्ट।
यहाँ पे जो गलती हुआ ना, आपने वो देखा नहीं कि देखो ये चैनल का फॉर्मेशन यहाँ से, राइट। तो कभी भी लाइक कोई भी पैटर्न ब्रेक होता है तो उसका एटलीस्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी रहता है
हम्म।
कि वो वहां तक जाएगा।
हाँ
तो आपका
हाँ,
एंट्री
फर्स्ट
यहाँ पे
टारगेट
हो
मेरा ये
सकता था।
था।
हाँ, तो आपने प्रॉफिट ले लेनी चाहिए थे हाफ, और बाकी का जो था ना ब्रेक इवन कर देना चाहिए था। सो अगर ये रिवर्स भी होता है ना,
हम्म
क्योंकि ना क्या होगा पता है, स्टॉक्स में मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स जो आपका फर्स्ट टेक प्रॉफिट हिट होगा ना, उधर से ही एक्सप्लोसिव ऑपोजिट मूवमेंट आएगा। ठीक है। तो आप
अच्छा अच्छा
मैक्सिमम आपका जो प्रॉफिट टेकिंग है वो फर्स्ट लेवल पे कर लो, और बाकी का जो है ना
हम्म
ब्रेक इवन पे कर दो, ब्रेक इवन या फिर थोड़ा सा कोई प्रॉफिट में। तो आपका एटलीस्ट इतना
हम्म
सिक्योर है। पूरा ट्रेड चालू मत करो, क्योंकि उसका प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि वहां से वो रिवर्स हो सकता है ऊपर, ठीक है। सो ठीक
हम्म।
है। सो ये था ओके। 1 मिनट हाफ सेकेंड, 30 मिनट्स कितने बचे पता नहीं।
आ,
तो लेट्स,
और ये थोड़ा ये था, निफ्टी पे था इधर से कुछ, बट इसमें कुछ नहीं किया, इसमें कुछ नहीं
ये
इधर।
वीडियो बंद हो जाएगा अमित अभी, ठीक है, ये वेबिनार बंद हो
ठीक है
जाएगा।
ठीक है
ऑल राइट।
ठीक है
सो अरेंज करते हैं वापस दूसरा, उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे।
ठीक है ठीक है।
हाँ।
बाय।
या बाय बाय गाइस। या बाय।
बाय सर।